They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Douglas. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! Looking for a man. It's Douglas. He's got him. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun. Give on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Working that left side now. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duck! possession on first down. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. Inside the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive. And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. To the air, it's Douglas. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches tonight.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on.
Trying to rumble in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Dropping back, it's Douglas. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this.
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And some room to work. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. On the move. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able.
Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. To the air, it's Douglas. Makes the grab on the left. At midfield, he's got room. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Sends it downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly...
Turning on the Jets. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Making side adjustments here. The toss sweep to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get it.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fighting off the defender.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, you saw it on that play.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Douglas. Fires left. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And he got... lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season. Winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition. So that's what's fun about today, proving it against a really good team. We could talk about, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Working on the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tempo in overdrive. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Steps away. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat.
Reese,
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the Stallions. Wants to throw. It's Douglas. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of...
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Gets away from one, finds some space. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Ducks! Oh, that baby in. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good. What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's Douglas. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hand goes into the air for them. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. Trying to barrel in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've...
Turning it on! He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and a nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Back to throw, it's Douglas. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that is back-to-back sacks. You get down here in this part of the field, man, you want to keep going forward. You want to make sure you put yourself in a good situation, hopefully to go for it if you need to on 4th down. But now you're putting yourself really behind the 8 ball with back-to-back sacks.
Off play action. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And it's right down the board. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. At the 35, he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on first down from the 43.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw, it's Douglas. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. They're working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Down. Dropping back, it's Douglas. Going for 6. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Fly trumpet! Fly trumpet!
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go!
Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my staff.
Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go!
Looking to pass. It's Douglas. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board.
Let's go!
They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Gets it past the marker. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took. The Ducks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From the gun, running back on the move. He's loose at the 15. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Douglas. Rushes on him. At the 40, there he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scramble.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot every time he has looked his way.
There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy.
And he cruises his way to the house. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that deep.
Running free. And they're going to score again. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.